Have you ever gossiped or heard that gossip was wrong and thought, what's the big deal? I mean, after all, I'm just passing on information that somebody else told me. After all, they've promised not to tell anybody, so what can the harm be? After all, I'm only venting to somebody and being honest about how I feel. Well, let me tell you a story that changed the way that I viewed gossip. So, there was this girl and she had a friend and they had a bit of a disagreement. And that girl went and gossiped about that friend. All over the school, at home, everywhere she went. She was so angry, she was gossiping, she was slandering her. And obviously, they didn't make up after that. She really hurt that girl. Now, years went by and they met each other again in the shopping centre. And they got to talking and they started chatting, and the girl started to feel guilty that she had obviously hurt her once friend. And she said to her friend, listen, I'm really sorry for gossiping about you and I didn't realise, what I'd done, so please forgive me. And her friend said, thank you for saying that and I do forgive you. But I was wondering if you could just do one thing. And she's like, I'll do anything. And she said, okay, I want you to take an old feather pillow. I want you to go to the tallest window in your house. I want you to cut open that pillow and empty out all the feathers out the window. Can you do that? And she's like, okay. And she goes, okay, well, call me up and let me know how you go. So she went home, she found a pillow, she went to the window, she cut open the feather pillow, and she emptied out the feathers out the window. And she watched how the feathers just went all over her front yard, all over the road. The wind caught them, took them down the street, over the neighbours' places, down the alleyways, and probably further than her eye could see. So she saw her friend again and she said, well, I did it. And she's like, wow, good job. Now, I just want you to do one more thing for me. She said, okay. She said, I want you to go and collect every single feather that you emptied out. And her friend just laughed and said, there's no way I can do that. They went everywhere. It's impossible. And her friend said, well, that's gossip. The truth is, as human beings, we love connecting and we love hearing information about each other. And sometimes we end up gossiping because we're not brave enough to say what we want to say in front of that person, or we're not brave enough to share with that person how hurt we feel and try to make peace with them. The Bible says that gossip separates close friends. So I want to encourage you, the next time you feel the urge to gossip, I want you to think about those feathers blowing about in the wind and ask yourself, would I say this if that person was here listening? See what I mean?